Hey everybody, this is Masterath and welcome to the Series 9 of Masteraths Qualifiers. Yep, we're at the qualification stage. The first stop on the road to the championship. To the Series 9 Grand Crown. And if you're looking for robots, very well successful robots like Torso Terror, Canonical 5, Speed, Arrowhead 2, Dark FG, Dragoo, Exodus, all that stuff, then you could probably skip this video. But it's very vital that you watch it because 40 robots will be fighting their way through to try and find 10 spots in this heat round, and the losers fall. Last robot standing out of 10 four-way melees. So let's begin with our first 4 robots attempting to be last robot standing and to go through to the heat stages. Raizer Blade has had problems recently, and especially with MRW matches of past. A good robot, if I'm honest, but it's always gone up against a flipper, or it's been toppled over. There are no flippers in this round, so Raizer Blade could be the one to go through. Battleaxe had a really good debut, beat DF2 in his debut match, but has been destroyed by Dragoo on a few occasions, and as you can see, it's carrying a few injuries going into this series. Crushabillity Factor has the claw. That's sort of all it's got, really. It has a claw. And Mezma, a full body spinner, but not a very good one. Roboteer standby. 3, 2, 1, activate. Here we go. Raizer Blade comes in on Crushabillity Factor. Crushabillity Factor tries to come in with a claw, and Battleaxe comes down with an axe shot, and he has stopped Raizer Blade. He stopped Crushabillity Factor in his tracks, and Raizer Blade is trying to stop Mezma. Mezma shoved. Oh, look out from Raizer Blade. Raizer Blade nearly getting the first ever out of the arena here in MRW. Pit button activated. And the pit goes down. Raizer Blade is out of it, I think. Raizer Blade, no, not Raizer Blade, Mezma, sorry. Mezma, I think, is out of it. Battleaxe comes down with another axe shot. On to Crushabillity Factor, and our house robots today are Excalibur, White Lightning, Bloodshed, and the debut of Bolganon. Raizer Blade shoves in and separates the two. Battleaxe had him exactly where he wanted him. Now Raizer Blade, who had a brilliant start. Now Crushabillity Factor could go. Now it's down to 2. We're down to Raizer Blade. We're down to Battleaxe. And Battleaxe upends Raizer Blade. And down comes the axe again. Bill's going to come in to count out Mezma here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There goes Mezma. Mezma is gone. Bolganon comes in. Bill comes in now to count out Crushabillity Factor here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there goes. Raizer Blade's been righted by Battleaxe. But Battleaxe appends Raizer Blade again into the House Robot CPZ. Now here comes White Lightning with his own axe. Onto Raizer Blade. Battleaxe saying, White Lightning, oh, get out of the way, man. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. And now Battleaxe goes for White Lightning. Battleaxe has gone for White Lightning here. Bolganon sees and comes straight in. Down comes the claw of Bolganon. Right in there. Now Battleaxe is in trouble, and he should have stayed out of harm's way, because now it comes the House Robots, and they're ready to cause some damage here. Bill should get in here. He should, and he is. He's saying, oh, stop it, he's out of the House Robot zone, he's out of the CPZ, and they do back off. But has the damage been done to Battleaxe? Battleaxe has had a history of breakdowns, and Raizer Blade could be on the way to proving a humongous shock. And he is! Battleaxe has been pitted! Raizer Blade goes through! Well, that I did not expect that one bit. Raizer Blade goes through and beats Battleaxe. Cease. Well, Battleaxe falls at this stage, and I thought he was a dead cert to go through. Well, the only thing he is dead. So he's out. Raizer Blade goes through to the qualifiers. Battleaxe eliminated. And now it's our second match. Whirligig, a robot which was created for a pre-qualifier and it fought Grim Reaper, I think, and lost. Anderson the Wogrus, the current reigning Masteraths Judgment Champion, and has already made it into the top 40 in the Legends rankings in its first series. This is his first series, hopes to perform well. Redex, got a spike at the front, low ground clearance, can't self-right though if it does get flipped, was eliminated in its first match within a few seconds by that very well-known Masteraths machine, Ultimo. And Pincer, invertible, good robot, has crushing claws. That could prove a problem for both Redex and Anderson the Wogrus, but not really Whirligig. Roboteers, standby. 3, 2, 1, activate. Here we go, Redex. Comes straight in underneath Anderson the Wogrus here. There's Pincer. There's Pincer, there's Whirligig again. And Pincer comes in with the claw. Anderson the Wogrus hasn't really got out the blocks yet. He will now, and there's a lift by Anderson the Wogrus onto Pincer. And another flip, trying to get into Redex. Whirligig, a quick robot around the arena. Quick robot, one of the quickest in MRW, but that doesn't mean a thing. Flip by Anderson the Wogrus there. Whirligig now getting the advantage. No, Anderson the Wogrus escapes. The ratio of really good robots coming in here in MRW is astounding. And there's a flip by Anderson the Wogrus, and up goes Whirligig, and he could be out. Now Redex gets underneath, and White Lightning can now come in with the axe onto Anderson the Wogrus. Pincer is still moving as well. Pincer is still moving and comes in on Anderson the Wogrus. Pincer could be very well favorited here, knowing... Oh, there's the claw by Pincer! And they're all ganging up on Anderson the Wogrus here. Anderson the Wogrus can't move! He actually can't move! Can't move to save the life of him, and the side's been crumbled of Anderson the Wogrus. Anderson the Wogrus comes back, tries to get lift underneath. Bill's coming down to can out Whirligig here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whirligig has been eliminated. Oh, there's Pincer again. If Wogrus's tusks go into that Pincer weapon, that's it. Wogrus is done. But wait a minute, Wogrus gets underneath and lifts up Pincer. He hits the pit button, and that could be his only hope of beating Pincer. Pincer is a very, very good robot here. Pincer is stuck. Whirligig goes in. Pincer's in as well. So Pincer's gone. Whirligig is gone. It's down to Anderson the Wogrus and Redex. The final two in this qualification, and Redex has got himself into a whole heap of trouble, and Redex is going in. Wogrus has won. Anderson the Wogrus, a great victory for him, a great victory for Woggy. Cease. Well, all three robots were pitted. House robots had a bit of a time there, especially White Lightning, and well, yeah, what can you say? Anderson the Wogrus goes through and qualifies for Masteraths Series 9. Well done to him. And now we move on to our third, and already this has been a very good qualifier. We move on to number 3. Clora, only without the claw. The claw was lost just during production for this series. So it's basically just like Blader now. Bit horrible. Cyan Blood, low ground clearance pushing robot. However, it can be easily flipped. And if it is flipped, it has no Shreemec. Robot of War always lands on its feet, this robot. A very, very, very well-favoured robot, and people like it, which is good. And AK-1, a robot that didn't do very well last series, but had one of the best Legends runs I've ever seen. To shock the world, and especially to shock C2 Dark Effigy in the finals of the Mayhem tournament to take on the Legends champion Dragoo. And you know what? He nearly damn near enough beat Dragoo, but was beaten due to damage. Roboteers standby. 3, 2, 1. Activate. And here we go, Cyan Blood. Right, and there is AK-1. There is the power of AK-1. Robot of War is now off. Robot of War shoved into White Lightning, and White Lightning comes in, but Robot of War escapes without much injury, without much harm. Cyan Blood has already been flipped. AK-1, look at that flipper of AK-1. Now Clora in trouble. I tell you, AK-1 is impressing here in the Asylum arena. Clora saying, I'm getting out of it. I'm doing more damage to Cyan Blood with the Tube Blade, but AK-1 is not letting Clora escape without anything. Robot of War trying to get away. AK-1 trying to catch the Robot of War. Does catch him. Catches him. propping him on the side wall. Now onto the Flipper. Flipper goes up. Bill, get the hell out of there. And Cyan Blood is back in the game here. Cyan Blood pushing the Robot of War. Bill's been... I don't know what's happened to Bill. Welcome back, Bill. And look at that from Cyan Blood. Cyan Blood pushes over Chlora. Pit Button activated. And in goes Chlora. Chlora goes in. Cyan Blood will get the elimination there of Chlora. Well, Cyan Blood, I'll tell you, after a very bad start, has actually started to do some momentum. AK1 shoved into the side wall. In comes Excalibur. And Excalibur's target is Cyan Blood. Wait a minute, here comes AK1. Lifts Excalibur over. Excalibur has been flipped. The House Robot flipped by AK1. AK1 flips out Robot of War. We are down to 2. AK1. Cyan Blood. Oh, look at that for a flip by AK1. From the middle of the arena, nearly to the out of the arena. And if it was the old arena, that would have been an elimination there. But it wasn't. AK1 shoving. He knows he's got his match now. But is he going to produce a first in the history of Masteraths Robot Wars in the new arena? Is he going to get a robot out of the arena? I think he is. I think he's going to be the one. Cyan Blood in trouble here. AK1 does it! AK1 gets officially the first out of the arena in the Asylum in Masteraths Robot Wars. A great victory for AK1. He qualifies for the next round. Cease. So AK1 qualifies in a very good match. Cyan Blood really, actually tried very well and nearly toppled AK1 off his podium, including an elimination of Chlora. Could be seeing some things from Cyan Blood in the future, but AK1 is the winner and goes through to the heats. So AK1 with the first out of the arena here in Masteraths Robot Wars in the new arena, the Asylum. Now it's time for our next match. Acupuncture. It's got a spike on the back. It's low ground clearance. It also runs on both ways, so this could be a contender. You never know. You never know. Luster to reduce weight this series and to give it more chance of self-riding. They have gotten rid of the axe. The Flipper is still there for it to self-ride though, so you never know. Luster could be a contender here to actually go through. Crapbot 2010, created 2 years ago on Valentine's Day by XDeath8. After a very bad run in Robot Wars XD, it's back here in its home turf with a spike added on. But I don't see it go very far. And Red Dawn had a quite not bad Legends, if I'm honest. It's one of the new robots to Series 9, competing in its first series. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate. Here we go, Luster. Gets in there with Red Dawn. Red Dawn, that huge Flipper there. And there goes Crapbot 2010. But Crapbot just rolls back on his feet there. Red Dawn again flips up Crapbot, and there is no reprieve this time for Crapbot 2010. Acupuncture gone! Acupuncture out of the arena by Red Dawn. What a move by Red Dawn. Luster flips up Red Dawn and tries to get him on his top and does so. Red Dawn self-rights. And Crapbot 2010 is out of it. Red Dawn. There goes Crapbot! Look at Red Dawn and that powerful flipper of Red Dawn. But do you know what? Luster, I think, has lower ground clearance. Luster could be the one to topple Red Dawn off his perch, because Red Dawn's in trouble. Luster trying to take Red Dawn out of the competition. Luster again pushing Red Dawn. Luster lifts up Red Dawn. Red Dawn flipped. Red Dawn self-right into the corner with White Lightning escapes. This is going to be difficult for Red Dawn to try and eliminate Luster. But if Red Dawn gets a flip on Luster, that's it. Game over. And that could be the flip. That could be the flip. Luster trying to self-right. Trying to self-right. Get back in the game. Red Dawn. There's another flip. Red Dawn. Really good self-riding on Red Dawn. Luster, not so well. Looks a bit slow to me. Red Dawn gets right underneath again. Another flip. But Red Dawn in trouble on his side. Now back on his top. Now self-rights. This has been a brilliant match between Luster and Red Dawn. And I didn't think I'd see a good match out of Red Dawn. For some reason, the pit's been bloody pressed. I don't know who pressed that or how it was pressed. But it has gone down. That's good, I guess. Oh, there's a flip. That's what we wanted to see. 3 out of the arenas by Red Dawn. And Red Dawn, that, folks, that was an impression that will last for series and series beyond. Cease. 3 out of the arenas in its series debut. Red Dawn beats Crapbot, beats Acupuncture, beats Luster, and Red Dawn qualifies for the next round. Congratulations to Red Dawn. And now it's time for match number 5. Bulbabot, not really much to say about it. Not that good. Pushing robot, that's about it. Warlord, known as the worst robot in Masteraths rules, currently number 110 in the Legend rankings. Absolutely horrible. Hasn't even won a match yet, I don't think. Revolution, again, no weapons, but if it gets flipped, it's got like sort of weird Shreemech things. Don't know, could be favorited here. And Drakium, quite a big robot, this. No one thought that it was that big. It's not big when it comes to popularity, no. But it's got 2 spikes, it's, it could do it. You never know. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate. Here we go. Warlord, Drakium, and those spikes onto the Bulbabot. There is Revolution. Drakium, very low ground clearance with those spikes. And he just shoves both Bulbabot and Revolution into the site, and now goes for Warlord. But you know what? Those spikes are getting caught. Those spikes are so low to the ground, they are getting caught on the arena. And that could be bad for Drakium. Bulbabot again pushing. Or getting pushed, technically. Bulbabot, there's Revolution again. And, in fact, Drakium might even push Bulbabot, and he is. He's pushed Bulbabot into the pit, and now the bugger thing decides not to open when I want it to. That's bloody typical. Bulbabot again. Bulbabot shoved. Drakium is having a tough time on that side. Or at least on the arena. There's Bolgannon with Warlord. Oh, God! Did you look at that? Bolgannon just ate the Warlord and just chewed him right up. And most of the Warlord's body is now in Bolgannon's claw. And not only that, but he's tearing the poor robot apart. Is Bolgannon. Oh, and again shoved into his CPZ. Anyway, back to the match, and I think Warlord's gone. Revolution's gonna go in and does so. Bulbabot tried to pull a fast one on Drakium, doesn't get it though. Drakium is going to go through here. It looks like Bulbabot is going in. Bulbabot is gonna go in. Drakium's having a tough time. He's gonna have to use the back to push Bulbabot in and does so. That leaves Warlord and Drakium, but Warlord is gone. Warlord is history, thanks to Bolgannon. And what a debut here it has been for the new house robot. Shoving, devastating, demolishing, and the Warlord's on the drop zone as well. Oh god. What is going to drop? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's a pair of scissors! And the earthquake was so much the bill got owned in the process. Cease. Well, looks like Drakium just cut Warlord's attempt to shreds. Haha, see what I did there? Anyway, yeah, so Drakium will qualify for the heat. Warlord, well, see you around. And Bill, get back on your feet. You've still got half the series to go yet. Here we go with match number 6. Dolph, the sub ref bot at one point for a match which included Bill. It was a request tournament, if I remember, requested by that well-known Family Reports producer and watcher, Alex of 15th. Amethyst, not a bad robot, if I'm perfectly honest. It's got a lifter and everything. It's well designed. It's well strong as well, but it just hasn't had very good luck recently. The Guardian, one of the most successful robots in this qualifier, formally won the Robot Rumble, and it eliminated Calamity Call 3 to win that Robot Rumble. And lastly, Onis. This robot we all know about. The current New Blood champion of champions, the Series 8 New Blood champion, certainly one of the most successful of the New Bloods here. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate. Dolph coming in straight away on Amethyst. There's the lifting arm of Amethyst. The Guardian comes in and attempts to lift up Amethyst. And does lift up Amethyst. Now can Amethyst self-right using the lifting arm? Yes, only just. Here comes Onis! And this is the power of the full body spinning Onis. And the Guardian, even the Guardian's having a problem with Onis being chewed up. Amethyst trying desperately to get underneath and lift Onis. And he has got underneath. He's got underneath Onis. Amethyst. Could we be seeing shot number 2 in this round? The first one was Battleaxe going out. Now we could see Onis going. Pit button activated. Go down. Onis could fall here if Amethyst has his way. No. No, he will not. Oh, not yet. But Onis has lost his spike. Well, look at that. Onis is now slightly toothless. The Guardian looks out. Dolph knocked out in the first move by Onis is being counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'll tell you what, the Guardian's not looking too good. And Amethyst of that last main move could be falling as well. Excalibur gets in there, and there, double shot into Bloodshed. And Onis has suffered a little bit of damage, but I think it's going through. I think Onis is going through, just barely. Because both Amethyst and the Guardian are both up. They aren't going to be able to survive, I don't think. Bloodshed with a flip. Bloodshed, more flips by Bloodshed there. The Guardian's going to go in, pitted. Yes, Guardian is in. Bolgannon's going to come in here. Oh, God. Not on Dolph. Oh, no. Poor Dolph. Poor Dolph. Dolph, come on. He's a fan favourite. Everyone loves Dolph. Everyone loves Dolph. Oh, and shoved into White Lightning and his axe. And this is just a double team. A very favourable double team here. Amethyst is also stuck. He's out of it, I think. Bloodshed comes in. This is demolishing here by Onis, and he suffered a little bit of damage himself, but he's the only one that's standing. Bill's going to come into count Amethyst to end this match here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Amethyst is gone. And I'll tell you what, there's more damage done to Dolph over there. Onis is going to eliminate Amethyst out of this competition, and Onis qualifies for the next round. Cease. So, Amethyst is gone. Dolph is gone. Guardian eliminated. Onis is the one that goes through. Suffered a little bit of damage on the way, but I'm sure they can sort that out for the series. Right, and during the transition between heats, qualifiers 7 or 6 and 7, my camera ran out of battery over there. So, yeah. And I had full set of batteries in there too. But I got a new set, so everything should be fine. Just fine. We're currently recording up to, well, according to this, the raw file is 25 minutes. So I do fear another 40-minute episode of MRW, and I do apologise if the episode is too long. But if anything, actually, I quite like the fact that it's a long episode. It's got a lot of entertainment in it, a lot of entertainment value. Right, our next match is up. War Machine, last series didn't even compete, was sort of corroded by the sun, came back with a new robot, well, a slightly upgraded robot from the last one, has a scoop this time instead of a flipper, meaning it can now run both ways up. The spikes on the side are also quite dangerous. Chassius, a new blood robot in Series 1, hasn't done anything since, if I'm perfectly honest. Nothing at all. Demolition Kid, similar to Acupuncture, and he's got the sort of the blocker thing here. And that sort of tries to block robots from attacking it. However, it means now that the robots can get underneath it a lot easier. High ground clearance at that side. And Blue Motion still showing the scars from what's happened from previous past, but the spinning vertical blade could cause a bit of problems here. Raw standby. 3, 2, 1. Activating. There's Chassius coming on to War Machine. There's Demolition Kid. And they've all been shoved, and look at that! The arena, let's say the arena's not fully straight, and that can happen. War Machine gets underneath. Blue Motion now off with the vertical spinner, but I don't think he can catch any of these robots. I think the only one he can catch is Chassius, and that's already been done. And Blue Motion comes in, trying to get the blade to work, but I don't think that blade is fully 100% working. It is sort of, but sort of not. And if I'm honest though, it's always been a problem child as Blue Motion since its beginning. It was good, it looked good, but it's just not been that good. War Machine in there on Demolition Kid. Pit button has gone down. And Demolition Kid is stuck on the top of War Machine. War Machine comes in to White Lightning's House Robot CPZ. And White Lightning can come in with the axe, comes down. Demolition Kid, War Machine just playing around now with Demolition Kid. Oh no, 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 don't you no, no, he's put him in the Bolgannon. He's put him in the Bolgannon, he's left. And Bolgannon now can come in with that claw. The claw on the Demolition Kid. And do some serious damage to the insides of DC. Or DK, technically, not Donkey Kong. Bolgannon gets the claw and lifts up Demolition Kid into the side. Into the corner. Demolition Kid can't escape now. Blue Motion still there with Chassius. Bill's going to have to come in to counter Chassius, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Blue Motion there with Chassius, so he's out. Chassius is gone. Fair play to him. War Machine. Well, that is a very good move by War Machine. And not a very good move by nearly going in the pit. Blue Motion and War Machine now, the final two. Blue Motion gets underneath and tries to flip War Machine. Will get him on top. Now, War Machine comes in, shoves him into the side wall, and in comes Bolgannon. Oh, God. Oh, I think he's already done damage to Blue Motion. One of the bits to support the blade has been completely ripped by the claw. The pit's been hit again. Blue Motion in there with Bolgannon. Bolgannon shoving back onto Blue Motion. Oh, God. Blue Motion's on the drop zone. He could be gone here. Demolition Kid. Bill's been pwned, so Bolgannon's going to do the right job and pit Demolition Kid. Oh, God, I tell you, what the hell is going to drop? What is going to drop on the Blue Motion? 3, 2, 1. Oh, my God! Blue Motion just got mullered by a Bisto's jar, and do you know what? That's done a lot of damage to Blue Motion. Look at that. Cease. Just look at this, folks. Blue Motion. Look. That's Blue Motion. That's a new robot in MRW. It has been absolutely demolished by the oh, God. How the hell am I going to try and sort this out? Oh, well, I'll have to try. But Blue Motion has been eliminated. Quite convincingly eliminated. And actually eliminated. War Machine goes through. Chassius carrying out. And Demolition Kid pitted. And Blue Motion destroyed. War Machine will go through. Right, so after that crushing display, no pun intended, we are here with Heat, or with round number 8. With 3 very good robots. And Crisis Core. Crisis Core here, no Shremek, very high ground clearance at one side of the robot. Basically, he could be cannon fodder here. Storm Rider, a small robot, but a new robot. It's got a flipper, very powerful flipper for its size. It's not a bad robot. It could win this one, actually, I'd say that. Roa on 2 occasions, in 2 consecutive series, finishing in the top 10 in Masteraths Robot Wars. Really, I don't know why he's here. He really shouldn't be here. Great robot as Roa. And Major John, one half of the Masteraths Robot Wars Tag Team Champions, tag teaming with Torto Terra. This is a very difficult heat to try and find a winner, if I'm honest. Roboteers, standby. 3, 2, 1. Activate. But one robot must fall. And you know what? I think Crisis Core has already fallen by moving. And especially into Major John. Storm Rider comes in onto Roa. And Roa gets underneath and lifts Storm Rider. Roa has the flipper there. Oh no, Storm Rider gets underneath. Flips Roa. That is Roa gone. Roa has no Shremek. And Crisis Core being rolled over like anything. Crisis Core saw that's sort of a Shremek, I guess. Crisis Core into the pit. Roa in trouble. Storm Rider lifts up Major John. And Storm Rider... Oh, there goes the pit! The pit's gone down! And Roa is the only one left. The pit. A trapdoor, I guess. The pit, not... Wow, I'll tell you that. Roa is left with Major John. And Major John lifts up Roa. That is a good flip by Major John. Now he's at the back of Roa. And Roa can't do a thing while Major John is at the back of Roa. Now tries to get underneath and gets underneath Roa. Major John lifts Roa and Roa goes in. Major John goes through in a very quick. That match was extremely quick. And Major John goes through, and I guess it's because the pit fell in and took 2 robots with it. Cease. So Major John goes through. Bit of a shame there for Rowan and Storm Rider to fall, and especially and not Crisis Core, because Crisis Core's shit. But the other 2, for them to fall that early, that is quite bad. But it just shows how good Major John really is, and Major John goes through to Series 9. Well, I guess you've got to watch out for the trapdoor of the pit then, don't you? Okay, our next match is coming up. Solstice, a robot new to MRW this series. Got a lifter on it. Has been known for tag team with Battleaxe on a few occasions. So, and we just saw Battleaxe get eliminated in the first match. See how his tag partner does. Crocodile flip, has a flipper, can self-right. Spring-loaded flipper, similar to robots like Reptor 3 and Plasma, just not successful. The Obliterator, created by a friend of mine called Luke, with his lava distributing blade, the fusion battery power, which I could have put in my camera to get a bit of life out of it, and the Clefable keepy watch. Got good pushing power this robot has, and it could go far. And lastly, Galvan has been in MRW since the beginning. A flipper, good flipper on this robot, but has just been really unlucky with who it's gone up against. Raw tiers, standby. 3, 2, 1. Activate. There's Crocodile flip coming in on Galvan, trying to lift Galvan. There's Solstice there coming in as well, trying to lift both of them up, and especially Galvan. Trying to lift up and flip Galvan. If Galvan gets lifted, that's it. Oh, there's a pin again! Galvan goes in! Galvan goes in, Obliterator lifted, Solstice flipped as well. That trap door. Don't go on there, jeez, I'll tell you, jeez. Crocodile flip, tries to flip up Solstice. Solstice now has Crocodile flip exactly where he wants him. Locked onto the flipper, and Crocodile flip's going in. And we're down to the Obliterator and Solstice. 2 robots remain here. And now flipping the Obliterator into Bolgannon. But Bolgannon now has the Obliterator in his grasp, and we've seen how devastating Bolgannon can be. Shoves the Obliterator into the side wall. And more moves. The Obliterator, however, survives and escapes. Escapes without much harm done to him. And now, the Obliterator pushing Solstice! The Obliterator's fought right back in this one. Can he go through? The Obliterator, a sort of a cannon fodder robot, but he could beat Solstice. Now Solstice in trouble with Bolgannon. The claw again of Bolgannon coming into Solstice. Oh, look at that. Ugh, that's horrible. But quite arousing at the same time. No, it's not really. But Bolgannon comes in, just mauling another opposition. Solstice can't get away because of Bolgannon's amazing power. Solstice tries desperately to escape. He's attempted to lift Bolgannon up. He attempted to flip Bolgannon. He attempted to lift up Bolgannon there, and that is going to cost him. The claw is right underneath the flipper, into the all the electronics and all that stuff. The flipper probably isn't working anymore. And the Obliterator is going to see this opportunity to pit Solstice. Solstice has nowhere to go. The Obliterator is going to do it, and does so. Solstice tearing and tottering, and out of the match. The Obliterator goes through. Wow, well, the favourite, I guess, Galvan, was eliminated very early on. And then Solstice went. Cease. Well, that's now 2 times that the trapdoor has... Well, 3 times, technically, that the trapdoor has taken out a robot. It's turning into quite a nasty arena hazard, that is. The Obliterator goes through to the next round. Don't worry, folks, our hell is at an end. We are here with the final heat, with the final round of the qualifiers. Oh, yeah. And I hope you've enjoyed it. So have I, if I'm perfectly honest. I have enjoyed it. Right. Ragnar, famed for surviving a tape dispenser in his last one. He survived it. If I'm honest, he did survive it. So fair play to him there. That's what he's known for, and that was in a qualifier as well. Grim Reaper, created by Cobra the Best after winning the 2010 Account Mayhem with the robot Cobra. Oh look, it's the robot Cobra. A flipper on this robot, good lifting arm. Shocked he's here, if I'm honest. And lastly, Harmania. Got a seeding once, that's about it. Roboteer, standby. 3, 2, 1. Activate. Here we go. Ragnar comes in. There is Grim Reaper onto Cobra. This is the final four-way melee here. One robot goes through. Cobra comes in. Ragnar lifted straight away by Cobra. And Ragnar could fall this early. Grim Reaper lifted as well. That leaves Harmania and Cobra, the final two here in this match. Cobra hits the pit release button. He sees he's good enough to beat Harmania and flip Harmania into the pit. Apparently not. Volganon comes in onto Grim Reaper. I don't know why. Grim Reaper technically is still mobile. He has been flipped, but he is technically still mobile in this match until Bill counts him out. And now he's back in the game as Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper flipped back up by Cobra. He wasn't back in the game for long, if I'm perfectly honest. Bill comes in to count out Ragnar here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There goes Ragnar. Flip by Grim Reaper. Flip on Grim Reaper by the Cobra. Cobra's got Grim Reaper stuck. Grim Reaper's going in and does go in. Harmania tried desperately to get Cobra in the pit, but Cobra used the spikes on the flipper to sort of get in and get into the weapon, or to get into the arena floor. That is a very good move by Cobra, and so's this one! He's got on the claws stuck in Harmania. Harmania's going in, but will Cobra go in with him? No! Cobra goes through. Great victory for Cobra. What's Bill doing? Bill! Bill! No! Bill! No! Bill! What are you doing? You've pushed him onto the bloody drop zone! What's gonna drop? Seriously, what is gonna drop? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's revisited! Revisited with a tape dispenser. Again, just like last time. And Bill suffered there. Bill falls over. Cobra stands firm. The tape dispenser looks a bit battered, but how does Ragnar look? Cease. Well, let's remove the tape dispenser and see Ragnar. Do you know what? Ragnar is still intact. I don't believe this. Not only has Ragnar survived once against the tape dispenser, he's now survived it twice. What the hell? Well, folks, that's what you call an ending to a qualifier. A revisited tape dispenser drop, and it was all courtesy of the drunk dinosaur down here. So, folks, that's the qualifier. We have our 10 robots who have qualified for the next round. Next up, next week, is the Robot Rumble, where the top 20 robots will be fighting out for a very prestigious championship. So, I'll see you for then. I'm the Master. I'll be seeing you next time. And remember, folks, you can't spell family draws. FMRW without MRW. See you for the Robot Rumble. Goodbye!